Hello, welcome again to Fatal Labyrinth on the Xbox 360 version of the Mega Drive Collection. I decided to carry on playing this. You know I like playing roguelikes anyway, so I can't resist this. We'll skip straight into the dungeon. We don't need to go through all the intro walking around the village stuff. So, straight away, no entrance to the castle, as you can see. That's always a little eerie. The wall seals behind you. Alright, what have we got? Grey scroll. Okay. And some meat. That's good. Again, not entirely sure how food works in this. I think I deduced the last time that what it seems to do is you eat it straight away, so you're actually probably better off not picking it up as soon as you find it. Alright, let's stab this worm. Come on. Stab that worm. Yeah! Yeah! You miss a lot in this. Come on! Yeah. Alright. Hopefully we'll go up to the next level soon. I don't know if this game gives you any indication of when you're likely to level. Okay. Taking quite a lot of damage already. You can see in the bottom left we're at 34 of 50 HP, which isn't brilliant. Short sword, that has to be better, so... And we'll just check that. Yep, twice as powerful. Which sounds more impressive than it is. From 1 point to 2 points. Black scroll, okay. Stab the jelly. Oh, 1 hit. That's nice. Okay. There are the stairs up, but we'll finish trawling around this floor first. Because, as you will know, if you've watched me playing other roguelikes, or you're familiar with roguelikes yourself, it's generally important to make sure you level up as much as possible on a given floor before you descend, or in this case, ascend. And this is a good old... There we go. This is a good old traditional tough as hell roguelike. So, it is important to level, if you can. Alright. Wrong button. I default to pressing A for generic action, but it's actually X in this. Okay. Nose around a bit more. You also never know in this sort of game when you're going to find a piece of equipment that could make all the difference. A great weapon like that, battle axe, is probably... Oops. No! Stop! There. Battle axe is probably far stronger. I don't actually remember. 15 points! See, we've gone up from 2 to 15. And I think the battle axe is a lot less accurate, if I recall. But I think that enormous damage increase is worth it. And you see, if I'd just gone up the stairs when we found them, not only would I have missed out on that level up, I would have missed out on this battle axe. Oh, stop it. There we go. Those things really piss me off. You'll probably remember in the last episode, that was what finished me off. One of those magicians just freezing me over and over while all his friends kicked the crap out of me. Probably no point picking that up. And I haven't seen a shop or anything in this game. It's entirely possible that I just haven't got far enough to find one, but so far I've seen no sign that you can actually sell your unwanted loot, so I'm not going to bother wasting my time carrying it around when we actually have a limit on the size of our inventory. And a fairly tight limit as well. Okay, so go over here. Funny that you can't see the axe when you're that way around. Just looks like he's got a white arm. Okay. Hack away at the jelly. I'll leave the food for now. Look around a bit more first. Working on my theory that actually excuse me. Working on my theory... Oops, didn't equip it. I'm still working on that theory that you eat food as soon as you pick it up, so this is probably not the best time to eat it. since we ate fairly recently anyway. Alright, hack away at the bats, that's all fine. This battle axe is making an enormous difference. So that was definitely a good find. And it was right on cue to illustrate the point I was trying to make about the things you can miss if you don't thoroughly explore each floor. And that's completely aside from the question about levelling up as much as possible so you're not underpowered when you get to the next floor. Okay. The funny thing about Fatal Labyrinth is that aside from a few oddities of the control scheme, like quite unintuitively, there we go, leather helm, quite unintuitively using X for generic actions, and the fact that you can't wait on the spot, and the way the menu is quite clumsy to navigate, and that sort of thing. Aside from those archaisms that show it up as an older game, this could very easily be an indie roguelike today in most respects. I mean, you'd expect some different elements, like you'd expect a bit more visual flair, a bit more variety in the level design, that sort of thing. And again, more refined controls and menus. But in many ways, this would work as an indie roguelike even now. You know, if this came out on Xbox Live indie games, I would say this is one of the better ones I've played recently. Let's eat this food, because it has been a little while. Now we've explored most of this floor on an empty stomach. And there's still that food back in the first room that we can eat, if necessary. So, just schlep along this long corridor. Take this turning. What have we got? Okay. Generic enemies, nothing to get worried about. More food! Good grief. Another leather helm. I think that's the same as the one we've got. Yeah. And since there are the stairs, and I think we've explored most of this floor, let's take the food and head up. I would have preferred to gain another level on that floor, but it didn't look like it was going to happen. You've destroyed the magician. Not just slain it, destroyed it! Completely obliterated it. Don't like these snails. They're surprisingly tough. Just die! Stop parrying! How do you parry a battle axe when you're a snail? I'm sure its antennae can't be that tough. Come on! Urgh. Maybe it's because my guy appears to be poking gently with the battle axe rather than actually swinging it. Ugh. Again, the accuracy of the axe is a serious problem. It misses a lot. But when it does hit, that's what happens. It destroys things! That looks like an axe as well. Hand axe. Well, I would imagine that's going to be a weaker form of axe. Let's try it out and see. Hand axe, 7 points. Battle axe, 15 points. And the hand axe is probably more accurate than the battle axe, although not necessarily. Let's see about the longsword, because that'll be more accurate, and if it does a decent amount of damage, it might be worth taking the damage trade-off from giving up the battle axe just to hit more often. 4 points. No. No. Let's stick to our inaccurate 15. The difference there is too great. Okay, upwards. Oh, loads of enemies. Let's retreat down here so we can take them one at a time. Like so. Urgh. Urgh. Die, worm! We did finally gain another level there. Bash the snail on its shell. There we go. No snail problems anymore. Leather armour. Already wearing leather armour, so you don't really care. Hand axe. Some more food. Okay. Let's backtrack a bit and take that other turning. This one. Okay. So far, long winding corridor. Magician! Urgh! Axe to the face! Urgh! Okay. Well, obviously we're going to want to remember where those stairs are, but again, explore a bit more. kill the worm. And hopefully these enemies will just come down into the corridor to give me a handy opportunity to bug them off one at a time. No? They're not falling for my trick. Oh well, I'll have to fight them in the doorway. Look at you, just queuing up to be killed. You've seen your friends be completely slaughtered ahead of you. And yet you queue up for a battle axe to the head just like they did. Holy crap. Oh, just kill the magician. Yes, okay. Kill off the snail. We're down to about half health at this point. If you have a look, 37 out of 73, that's not great. 73 is a fairly healthy total, but I'm not happy with our current state of health. If this continues, I might have to drink one of the potions and just hope that it heals me. What's this? Can't carry any more. Because I'm carrying too many items, so... I'm carrying too many of that type of item. So let's discard. Knife. Discard. And see, here's another control oddity that you wouldn't get now. The fact that you have to open the menu anew each time you want to discard something. Discard. Oh, can't discard it here. Oh, you can only discard one item on each space. Okay. Discard. Short sword. Discard. Short sword. And discard. Hand axe. Discard. Long sword. Discard. The other hand axe. Yeah, streamlined build. Okay, what are you? Shuriken. Projectile weapon of some description. Haven't used projectile weapons, or at least haven't used them successfully. Is that the whole floor? I'm going to have a quick scout around, make sure I haven't missed any turns. Because I do have a habit of doing that, I think. Going, mentally, I'll come back and explore that in a minute. And then forget that it's there. Alright, looks clear. So, let's head for the stairs. Considering this game is quite tough and my runs in it tend to be short as a result, I'm thinking I'm probably going to do one run per episode here, rather than trying to stick to the usual 15 to 20 minute episodes that I usually do. Anyway, let's whack this ring on. Wear a grey ring. You begin to feel much better because it's a ring of... lightning! Lightning ring! Yeah! And I like the way it's actually grammatically correct here. It's not just a grey ring, it's a grey ring. Just to be completely clear about it. I like that. Okay, again, try to kite them into the corridor. This is a term I've picked up from a guy called Quill18, who I've been watching Let's Play Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, and he often talks about kiting things. He hasn't explained what he means by it, but as far as I can tell, it means when you get an enemy to follow you away from somewhere where you don't want it to be. Usually a group of other enemies, or maybe an open, exposed area, something like that. I think that's what he means. If anyone knows better, feel free to tell me in the comments. Because I'm going on my deductions here. And my detective skills, though somewhat Holmesian, may not be completely infallible. Okay. Whack him. There's an odd word. Infallible. Don't you think? Like a lot of words where you add a bull to the end of something are done with an A, in the sense of able, but a couple of words, including fallible, have an I. Fallible. When do you ever say that? I'm able to do something. No. No, absolutely not. But I am able to criticise words for no apparent reason while playing a roguelike. Okay. This is the sort of thing I think about in my free time. Why is that word like that? Okay, picked up another hand axe. Waste of time, so I will discard that. If I can just go over there. Yeah. Discard hand axe. I'll hang on to the shurikens, just in case I work out how to use them. Okay, really need to take out the magician. Come on. Because I can't afford to be frozen while that snail sticks the boot in. That could finish me off. Especially since I'm not at full health. There we go. Sorted out. Okay, onwards. Dead end. Fine. Not a problem. Also dead end. Okay. Alright, let's go downwards then. Oh, food. Probably good timing, actually. It's a little while since we last had any food. Oh, absolutely wiped the floor with that rune's enemies. Fantastic. Sorry, I almost went a bit Jeremy Clarkson there. Fantastic. That was the easiest room in the world. Okay, so what's over here? That will make no sense to anyone who hasn't watched Top Gear. But I suspect there's no one in the United Kingdom who hasn't watched Top Gear at least a couple of times. And I know you can watch it in the United States if you're so inclined, even. It appears to be about cars, but in practice it isn't really. What the hell was that? Did that teleport me up a floor? Oh, you bastard. I've said before that the visual design of the floors, basically the tile pattern, reminds me of Azure Dreams on the PS1, and also the Game Boy Color, I think. And that actually is something that I've seen, I think, only in Azure Dreams. Traps that move you to the next floor that you can't identify as such until you step on them. Some other games have ways of travelling to the next floor. Like Cursed Loot, for instance, has those giant seashell things that take you to the next floor, but you choose when to go into those. So after the first time, once you discover what it does, that's your choice. But this and Azure Dreams both have traps that will propel you to the next floor whether you like it or not. And in fact, in both games you're not able to go back to the previous floor. If there was a trap like that in another game, like in Cursed Loot, if I use a teleport scroll to take me to the nearest shop, and that turns out to be down a floor, I can just go, oh shit, and run, flee to the stairs and head back up to the previous floor where it's a bit more manageable. But in this, and in Azure Dreams, you can't do that. There's no way back. Incidentally, if you do like procedurally generated roguelike type of things, I recommend Azure Dreams. It's an odd one. It's not a... Will you line up with me, worm? It's not a pure roguelike. It has a lot of other stuff going on. A lot of character stuff and helping to build the town, and battle and skills and things are done mainly through familiars, so it has this whole slightly Pokemon-ish monster capturing thing going on. And yes, I said Pokemon, because the pronunciation Pokemon only came about with the cartoon. Ask Japan, and indeed the creator of the games. It's an abbreviation of Pocket Monster, therefore it's pronounced Pokemon. Anyway, we're down to very little health. This ice crystal thing, ice bar, might finish us off. But it didn't. I may, however, have to drink a potion in the hope that it'll heal me. But which one do I drink? Any one of them could be poison that will kill me immediately. I'm going to go brown. Simply because it seems the least likely. Here we go! Ah! It worked! It worked! Brown potions are healing potions! In your face! Inappropriate colour. Okay. Sorry, the feeling of triumph there was a little disproportionate. I felt like I defeated the randomization. Ha! You thought you could trick me by randomly assigning properties to different colours of potions. Well, I win! I didn't accidentally drink poison this time. Which is something I've often done in other roguelikes like Dungeon Adventure and Denizen's Den. Well, Denizen's Den, the Black Knight. I actually don't own the original Denizen's Den. Anyway, enough waffle. Let's move upstairs. I think we've cleaned out this floor. Our gaining of levels seems to be slowing down a bit. Leather armour again. Really need better armour. Die Magician. Okay. Yeah. Alright, let's eat this meat. I'm not sure who's... I can't eat anymore! He's full to bursting. Ugh. I don't know if you saw the message came up at the bottom of the screen. I can't eat anymore. Shield. Okay. I'm not sure if we can use that with the battle axe. Let's give it a go. Why are we red? Usually the text goes red when you've sustained a lot of damage, but now it's just gone red for no apparent reason. Is it because we overate? Does that actually harm you? Oh well, anyway. Yeah, you can actually equip a leather shield with a battle axe. That's nice. Oh! I'm slowed down. Look, I don't just move. I turn and then move. Is that because I ate too much? That's pretty awesome. Wear a green ring. You begin to feel much better because it is... Power-up ring. Okay, let's wear that. Because I'm not sure what the lightning ring does. And I haven't faced anything that uses lightning against me. Yeah, I think basically we're going at half speed, so if we were fighting, I suspect we'd only be able to attack every second turn. Wow, there's a lesson. Don't eat food just because it's there. Glutton. That is pretty awesome. I mean, it's a bad position to be in, but it's lovely attention to detail, especially for a game of this age. I mean, what's this? I can't remember what date appears on the title screen. I think it's, what, 1992 or something. That's pretty badass. And yes, I realise no one says badass anymore, but I do because I'm badass. Alright, let's axe these. Level up, that's good. What's this? Short sword, don't need it. Let's discard it. Discard short sword. And explore down this corridor. Okay, another shield. Yeah. That's just going to be some rubbish sword as well. Let's stick with the battle axe. Okay. Hack up the ice bar. Yeah. Okay, back we go. Really, I should be walking along all the walls in all the rooms, because corridors don't necessarily open up until you're right on top of them. Another hand axe. Again, don't need it, so let's discard it. But you can't tell what things are until you actually pick them up, so that's why I'm picking up all this stuff. And not other stuff. Have we explored the whole floor? I don't remember. What the hell? Okay, another ring. Could be good. Another green one. We've already got a green one, right? Yes, we're wearing a green one, so that's fine. I think we can only wear one in this game. It's fairly standard in RPGs these days to be able to wear two. But I think... yeah, only one in this. Okay, so just keep clobbering the snail. Come on. Come on! It's not difficult to kill a snail with an axe. You know, in winter when you accidentally kill loads of snails by walking on them when it's dark because you can't see them in the garden. Yeah, it's that easy to kill a snail. You don't need a battle axe. It certainly doesn't require a battle axe in half an hour to do it. We're actually having a pretty good run here. If this... I'm not going to eat the food, not falling for that again. If this continues too long, I may actually have to divide it up into multiple episodes. But we'll see. I mean, we're almost at half an hour already. I mean, let me know what you think in the comments, but my feeling is don't want it to run for more than about maybe 40-45 minutes. With some things I do, like Dark Reign, I don't think a strategy game would work broken up into episodes like that. But something like this, an adventure, does, I think. Oh, finally killed that. That was a tough fight. Might have to use a scroll in a minute, see if it'll... Oh, no, that's alright. I was going to say, see if it'll actually harm the enemies. Hand axe, again! Stop wasting my time! Urgh! Throw it on the floor in disgust. Okay, don't want to leave yet, because we've only just got to this floor. Okay. Let's hack at the snail. I didn't mean to walk all the way around it there. And hack at the ice bar. Urgh! Urgh! What's that? Is that a spear of some sort? Yeah. A lot more accurate than the battle axe, but I don't think it does much damage. Let's equip it so we can find out. 1 point. Yeah. I'll take the battle axe, thanks. Ah, so that thing was happy to leave us alone until we attacked it. That's worth remembering for future reference. Having a tough time with it. There we go. Better drink a health potion, I think. Use a brown potion. Yeah. And our maximum health is 93, so that's good. Hell of an increase over our starting health, which is what I like to see. Kill the snail. Come on. I would like a more accurate weapon. If there was a sword or a spear that did, you know, even 9 or 10 points of damage, I'd use that. But I think the best I've seen is 7 points of damage from a longsword, and that's such a drop from the battle axe's 15 damage. I don't think I can justify it. Okay, let's go downwards. Dead end. Should have been able to guess that, really. Is there anywhere I haven't been? Yeah, this way. Okay. Oh, I'm not sure I really want to wake up that robot thing. I mean, that last one almost killed us, so I should probably just leave it alone. Let's see what these items are. Orange potion, green ring. Okay. Don't need all these green rings, so let's start discarding them. I'll hold on to the lightning ring. I don't know why I uttered such a Spanish H sound there. I'll hold on to the lightning ring, just in case I come across a lightning type of enemy. Why didn't I discard that? Discard. Thank you. Okay. Well, we've got full health. I reckon we can take this thing. I'm going to try scroll. Black scroll. Yeah. Items have appeared from the darkness. Not sure what that did. Oh well, let's just hit something. Come on. Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. I mean, I took 20 points of damage, but that's reasonable, that's fair. And we're recovering from it fairly quickly. Very quickly, in fact. I'm not sure what the power-up ring does, this one we've got on, but maybe that's what it does. Maybe it increases our rate of healing. I wish there was some way to see your level of hunger. I don't think there is. Maybe it's that F there, F68. Maybe that's your food level. Let's eat it and see. I ate too much. F77. Okay. I'm not sure how low my food needs to get then, before I should eat. I don't think I've ever got to that point in this game. No. Pick up the ring. Yellow ring. Okay, let's kill the ice bar. Pick up this thing. Red cane. I think canes work somewhat... I've only ever had one, I think. But I believe they work a little like wands in Dungeons of Dreadmore, if you've played that. Or should I say wands in Dungeons of Dreadmore work like canes in this, since this is a far older game. They seem to be basically like spells, possibly reusable ones, I'm not sure. I don't know, we'll see. The long and the short of it is I have a suspicion, but I'm far from certain. Oh god, need to get out of that thing's line of sight. No! Kill the snail. Kill the snail. Because although it isn't the most dangerous enemy, it's the one that should be easiest to kill, so... Oh, god. I was hoping to get rid of that first. There we go. Now you! Urgh! Urgh! You've destroyed the ninja. Okay, black potion, fine. Brown cane, okay. What did I pick up that was yellow? Was it a yellow ring? Yeah, let's try it. Okay, so it's a good one. And it is Blizzard. Okay, so again, I'll hold on to that, but not actually wear it at the moment. Because I don't know whether the power ring does increase my rate of healing, or whether it causes me to inflict more damage, or it gives me more health, or what. But whatever it is, I suspect it's probably more generally applicable than the Blizzard and Lightning rings are. Let's drop this hand axe, because we have no need for it. And also drop the spear. Yeah. Kill the ice bar, hopefully. Yeah. Alright. You know, I think I would have had a much, much shorter and more grueling run had I not found this battle axe early on. This has basically made all the difference. Come on. Come on. Ugh. So inaccurate. Ugh. Come on. Just die. Die. Yeah, okay. Scroll and explore to the right. It would be nice if the music changed in this occasionally. I'm a big game music fan, to the point where quite a large part of the game folder on my hard drive is, the music folder on my hard drive is game soundtracks of one sort or another. Or remixes from Overclocked Remix. And I'm a big fan of old game music as well, because I think I wrote an article somewhere about this at one point as well. I think when it was impossible for game sounds to sound like real instruments, and the resources were very limited, game music composers had to be more creative about how they created atmosphere. Look at, I don't know, the music from the original Zelda, or the early Sonic games, or Secret of Mana, Castlevania, you know, the NES Castlevania games. People did fantastic things with music, with very, very limited resources, and I can't help feeling that the fact that you can now basically just have a full orchestra at your command somewhat reduces the creativity of a lot of game music composers. But this game, yeah, just has, as far as I've got in it anyway, it just has this same generic background music all the time. Let's go upstairs. Okay, keep fighting the ninjas. Best way to fight a ninja is with a battle axe, obviously. Come on. Yeah, and another level at last. Okay, let's try using a shuriken. Just see what happens. Equip. No, don't equip the hand axe. Equip shuriken. Okay. That doesn't seem to have done anything. Can I throw it? Let's use the throw command and see. Missed. Alright, I'm not sure I understand that at all. Okay, let's just get back to our battle axe and keep bashing the ninja with it. There we go. You can see our maximum health now is 117, which is pretty hefty, but we're at significantly less than half of that. And now we're getting up to halfway. A spear of some sort? No, brown cane. Nope, dead end. Right. Back this way. And getting some much needed healing during the lengthy walk. Because, you know, walking is good for your health. Picked up gold. Don't know what purpose gold serves in this. I know you can pick it up. You know, we've just seen that happen. And I had already noticed that there's a G counter in the bottom left for our gold. But I've never had the chance to spend it, so I don't know whether it serves a purpose. Or whether it's just basically a score counter. Right, let's keep hacking at the robot. The death egg here. And more of them. Fantastic. We still have, I think, 1 health potion, so I'm not too anxious about this fight. But maybe I should be. Maybe I'm getting cocky. Okay. Time to use a health potion then. Use brown potion. Yeah! Ha! I laugh in the face of your puny attacks, as long as I have the ability to heal myself. Come on. Down we go. Yeah. Now the next one, I suppose. I can't carry any more scrolls. So, let's use one, shall we? Use... that's search scroll. Still don't know what that does. Grey scroll. The monsters are confused. Hell yes they are. They're confused as to why I'm standing there reading a scroll at them. Right, let's try and grab this scroll. Oh, it's another grey scroll. Okay, let's use a cane. Use brown cane. The monster's been blown away! Yeah! I suspect that's just moved it to somewhere else on the floor. But that's fine, gives me a chance to heal up before I bump into it again. Or maybe it's entirely removed it from the game. Unclear. Yeah! Take that! Did that actually use up the cane then? Yes it did. Okay. So they are basically just like potions or scrolls by a different name. Okay, over here we go. So they're not quite like the ones in Dungeons of Dreadmore. Let's read another scroll. I really don't know what that does, because there doesn't seem to be a map. Items have appeared from the darkness. Well, okay, but there's no map. Look, that's select. That's start. Y, B, shoulders, triggers, nothing. Another grey scroll to confuse monsters with, despite the fact that it doesn't seem to confuse them at all. Okay. Why not go up? I saw it. Did you see that as I was going up the stairs? Just to the north of me, there was meat floating in an area I haven't explored yet. So that's what that does. It shows you what items are, even when they're in darkened areas that you haven't been to. So it can give you an indication of where rooms are and whether it's worth going to them. Wow, health's pretty low. Don't have any health potions left. Let's use a cane. To kamikaze cane, okay. Blow it away. What? I got damaged? That's not what happened last time. Damn you! You failed me for the last time! Use the red cane. Monsters forgot their magic or something. Oh, only 4 health points left. Shit, okay. Use a scroll, blue scroll. Try it. Your gear has been saved from rust. Is that a thing that can happen? Oh god. Purple scroll. What do you want to appraise? None of them. But I have to appraise something now I've used it, god damn it! Whatever. I know it's a Chaos Scroll, it said so. Right, that's that. Had a pretty good run, felt like it was going well, but that last floor, maybe 2 floors, just absolutely kicked my ass. Anyway, oh, continue game? Is that a thing? Ooh. Oh. But our total health is a lot lower. I think we've lost levels. Ugh. But you can't save and quit. Not sure how I feel about that. I think we'll do a new one from scratch the next time. So, rejoin me then. Thanks for watching, as usual, and I'll see you the next time round.